Hello everyone, today I am going to do the card I was telling you guys about in my live video, which is the square pop-up, pop-out, I don't remember what it was called, card that we're going to do without any dies, and we're going to do it from scratch. I'm not going to talk too much, I'm just going to get started. So I'm going to use a pre-made card base for the front, and this is the one that I'm going to be using. This is the pattern that's on it, but I'm gonna cover most of that up, so it's just that I like that it's pink. I'm going to I'm gonna use this double-sided pink to make our mock-up that we're going to be using, just to show you guys the dimensions and the measurements that we need. So here's my scoreboard that I'm gonna get out here. And turn it the right way. And so the dimensions of the second piece, which is going to be going on the inside, is going to be the same size as the card base. So our card base is 11 inches by 5.5 inches. Oh my gosh, you guys can't even see. Okay, here we go. 11 inches by 5.5 inches, and so we're going to cut this piece of paper to the exact same amount. So I think it is already almost pretty much 5.5 inches. It's just a little bit over, so I'm just going to cut off a sliver. This came from my scrap pile because I'm just going to make the mock-up of using this, and then I will use a pattern piece of paper to put inside of there, and then cut that off. And what you're going to want to do right away is to score it in the middle, because some of our cuts are going to be from this score line. And keep your scoreboard handy, because we're going to come back to it. Okay, and so you have your score in the middle, and I'm just going to go ahead and fold that in, make sure it's even and that I have it right, that it's up against there, and score. Okay, so but you're gonna want to leave it out. Put your scoreboard away for now. We will be getting it back out, so don't get too attached to not having it out. And you're gonna need a ruler and a pencil. And I'm gonna be writing on the dark pink side. Hopefully you guys can see it. And if you have a mat like mine that has grid lines on it, it'll really just save you from having to do too much of anything. So the first thing that we want to do is from the top, we want to measure 1 inch. So just find your 1 inch line, measure down from the top here, 1 inch. So I'm just going to use my mat and make a line straight oh, I moved it. Okay, straight across 1 inch. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. And so I'm just going to move this down a bit and find the 1 inch mark and score across. Now, one thing I did not say is draw on whatever side you don't want to be your, so say this is your double-sided cardstock. Well, this is your double-sided cardstock. And say this is the color that I want to show on the inside. Draw on the opposite side. Don't draw on the side that you want to decorate. So do all your outlining on the opposite side, okay? And so hopefully you can see the two lines that we made. So this one is 1 inch from the top, and then this one is 1 inch from the bottom. And let's keep going, because this is supposed to be quick and easy. And so the next thing that we want to do with our pencil is measure in. So we're going to take our ruler here, 1.5 inches. So using my grid here, I'm just gonna start right here and 1.5 inches from this side over. And just in between these two lines, make a mark. And then go in 3/4 of an inch and make one more mark here. So score and score. And then go on to the other side and do the same thing. So 1.5 inches on this side, from this side, just in the middle of those two lines, and then 3/4 of an inch in here and here, and make a mark. And then the next thing that we want to do is take our paper, put our score line in the center of one of our marks of our inches here, and you're going to want to measure 2 inches. So from this mark here on my mat, I know that each one of these squares is 1 inch. Each one of these squares is 1 inch. So 1 inch, 2 inches. And I'm just gonna put my my ruler on here, and I'm gonna come down from the top here and from the top here. So I'm gonna actually show you guys what that looks like right now, because maybe you can't see it. So these were our lines here, and they don't go past the top and the bottom. And then we're doing a line here, but only at the top and at the bottom. You see that here and here? And we're gonna do it one more time. So if you're using your mat, just use your mat. And I gotta put my score mark in the center. And then I have to count 1 inch, 2 inch, put my ruler right there, make a mark here and here. And that's it, we're done. That part is done. You see, that was quick and easy, and we have everything that we need to make this. So the only thing that you need to do from here is to take your what is this thing called? Your cutting tool. I can't think of the name of it right now. And take your ruler. Okay, and I'm gonna just show you really, really quick. You're gonna cut here. I don't know if my camera's picking this up, but here to here. So outside of, so right here, but no, don't cut here, okay? So we're just gonna make a cut line starting here to here. And we're gonna do that on the top and the bottom. And once we're done with that, all we have to do is, I'll tell you in a second. I don't wanna confuse anyone, so I'm just gonna take that and I'm gonna cut from here to there. Turn it over. Gotta cut a little bit better. But before I do the bottom, I'll show you exactly where I cut. Okay, do you see that? Just cut that. And you'll see why in just a second. So if you're not like quite understanding, hopefully I'm doing a great job explaining. But if not, just wait and then you'll see the magic happen in just a second. And then cut right there. And I'm not doing a very good job of my cutting. Okay. And so now we have these 2 slits here, right? And you can already see the score line right here. This is where our score line is. And you can see how this one's already gonna fold. But we're gonna grab our scoreboard because I said we needed it. But all we're going to do with our scoreboard right now, and hopefully everything is in frame and you guys can see everything, is everywhere you see a mark, make a score line. So if you see anywhere there's a pencil drawing, just make a score line. It's on your scoreboard. There's a pencil drawing, turn it into a score mark. There's a pencil drawing, score it. And I see, you gotta get it in my scoreboard. do the same thing. Here. And here. So now all of these have score marks, and you can see them on the back, hopefully. Hopefully you can see that. So now they're all scored. Put away your scoreboard, and we are pretty much done. So since this is the back and this is the part that we want to be the front, this is where we're going to actually do our folds. So you're gonna wanna fold this way and this way. So that's gonna look like that. And I would highly recommend using a bone folder to reinforce those. Do the same thing on the other side. So fold up and then fold down, just like that. Can you already see it taking shape? There it is. This one goes in like that. Score it. And these two on the top go up. So this one's gonna go up just like this. And then the other two on the sides, you can just fold this over once and over once. So over once and over once. And then that's gonna make this shape. So up, fold it over again, and now you have what you need. So you can see. So if you were to put it inside of your card, it's going to look like this. So I'd say just take it and make sure that the pieces all line up on the sides. Fold it down and score it. Make sure they're all scored. Same thing on the other side. And this goes inside of your card base that you have, whatever you decided to use, if it was a card base pre-made or not. And then we're gonna glue this inside just like that, so that when you close it, it does that. And when you open it, it does that. All right, let me know if I did a good job explaining this in the comments below, you guys. Tell me if you think that that was quick and easy. I think it was so quick and easy. All right, so stay tuned for part 2 where I decorate this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you in part 2 of this video. Bye.